Hey, what's going on everyone? So today we're going to be talking about CTOs and why you need a CTO in your business. It doesn't matter if you are a technical business or you may think of yourself as a non-technical business that doesn't have a lot of software requirements. But the reality is that nowadays virtually every single business has multiple pieces of software they're running. Even if you're a physical retailer, you've got software systems running the back end of your business, right? E-commerce stores, CRM systems, point of sale systems, you name it. The list goes on. And so today we're going to be talking a little bit about why you should be looking to have a CTO in your organization, even if you consider yourself not to be a technical business. So first of all, at a high level, what is a CTO and why do we want one in our organization? At this point, you may also be wondering, what is a CTO going to do for me and my business? So first of all, as the name says, CTO or Chief Technology Officer is an essential component to your business to make sure that all of the technology that runs the backbone of your company. So having a CTO in your business is essential because, as the name says, Chief Technology Officer, right? You want your CTO to be a big part of understanding the backbone of your organization, the systems, the technology, and the processes that are involved in making your business the success that it is. So one of the first and critical things that a CTO is going to be doing for you is going to be ensuring that your technology is up to scratch, it's up to date, and that it's actually meeting the requirements of your business. A CTO is responsible for driving innovation throughout your organization. This may come in the form of the systems that you implement or are running, managing your IT infrastructure, and overseeing critical technical projects that help your business grow. They also help evaluate new technologies, define your business's technical roadmap, and provide guidance on which systems need to be integrated into your business's tech stack. And herein lies a really important point. You may be sitting there thinking that I'm not a technical business, I'm a physical business, and a CTO has no place in my organization. Now take a minute to think about all the software systems that you use on a daily basis. Once again, this could be things like your email systems, your CRM system, point of sale systems, inventory management systems, internal intranets, and not to mention your own website. All critical components in helping your business grow, in helping you reach your customers, in helping you serve your clients. I'm sure you've heard the adage that as the business owner, it's important for you to be working on the business, not in the business. Well, I'd argue that a CTO's job is the opposite. The CTO's job is to be making sure that these systems and processes are all running smoothly so that you as the business owner can be focusing on the business, focusing on growing it, focus on strategy, and not worrying about the day-to-day. In short, having an effective CTO in your business is going to save you time, money, and energy in making sure that your systems are up to standard and that you are meeting industry requirements. In the last few years, there's been a massive rise in malware and ransomware attacks. There's a good chance that even right now you know somebody who's been affected by some form of ransomware attack. And once again, there's a good chance that these businesses didn't consider themselves technical businesses or consider the need for a CTO. Having an effective CTO in place is going to make sure that your systems are up to the right standards to protect you and your business from these sorts of attacks. Essentially, it can ensure that your business has the most current tools available and can even give you a leg up on the competition. Not only will this have an impact on your customers, improving their experience, but also make sure that your organization stays at the top of its game. If you do reach the stage where you need an internal IT team, then a CTO is really going to come into their own as well. One of their core responsibilities is going to be organizing and training that team to make sure that they are meeting industry standards as well. Regardless of if you do end up with an internal team or not, having a CTO in place in your organization is going to make sure that you're at the forefront of modern security practices. This way your business can be proactively identifying and addressing potential threats well before they become a problem in your organization. A good CTO is going to be staying on top of the current market trends across your entire tech stack and your organization's requirements. By staying ahead of these trends, you can not only anticipate what may affect your business, but you can also put plans in place for how to grow your business going forward, leveraging the latest technologies to stay ahead of your competitors and in front of your customers. This is a really important point to understand because, once again, you as the business owner shouldn't be getting bogged down in which technologies to worry about, which systems should be in place. You want somebody that comes in and can take all of that off your plate so that you can focus on what you do best, which is serving your customers and growing your company. No doubt you've heard of or experienced yourself plenty of scenarios where wrong technology is put in place or correct plans aren't put in place before implementing new technology stacks that end up being extremely costly exercises for businesses, often setting them back instead of launching them forward the way that it was intended. By bringing in a CTO and having them completely analyze your business to make sure that what you're implementing, why you're implementing it, and when the right time to implement those technologies into into your organization is, you're going to avoid those types of costly mistakes. Now, you might be sitting there at this point going, well, I just can't afford to bring on a CTO into my organization. Because we don't consider ourselves a technology business, we just can't justify the expense to bring on a full-time employee to focus on our systems. And there's a good chance that you're right. And this is where recently we've seen a rise of the fractional or virtual CTO. Essentially organizations that can come in and act as the CTO, get to know your business intimately and exactly what it needs to continue growing and maintaining its existing systems without the expense of a full-time salary. In today's globally connected world, more and more we're seeing businesses managing multiple remote teams instead of single teams located in one physical location. Bringing in a good virtual or fractional CTO can help you set up these teams, find the right people, and ultimately manage these teams for you as well, giving you the benefit of being able to find the right employees wherever they may be located and bringing down your salary costs dramatically. Now, of course, if you are in the technology space, then a CTO is critical. But at the same time, this is actually an area where I see a lot of businesses get it wrong. Oftentimes what happens is a CTO is a role that gets created by pulling other people out of the organization and moving them into that role, rightly or wrongly. The thing that you need to understand is that just because somebody's a really good developer or a senior programmer, it doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be a good CTO. At the end of the day, a CTO has to have a very broad skill set and they need to know your business extremely well, not just from a software standpoint, but also in terms of the greater goals and how implementing different systems and processes can have an impact on your customers and ultimately your bottom line. Ultimately, having an effective CTO on board means having somebody in your organization who not only understands your technology, but understands your entire business. This means they may be involved in aspects of your business from sales to marketing to procurement to inventory management, and the list goes on. So as a quick bonus for you, here's 7 reasons why you should bring on a CTO into your organization. Number 1, strategy. A CTO brings with them a wealth of experience, knowledge, and understanding on exactly how to run an effective organization, enabling them to lead your business in technology-driven decisions to help you grow. Number 2, knowledge. A good CTO will leverage their knowledge and experience across a broad range of technologies. They will bring valuable insight into how to leverage these technologies throughout your organization. This will help you reduce costs, reduce overheads, and increase profits. Number 3, efficiency. CTOs are experienced in how to streamline existing systems and processes. This gives you as the business owner the ability to increase efficiency throughout your organization, resulting in cost savings and increase in productivity. Number 4, security. With cybersecurity threats on the rise, having a CTO in place who can stay ahead of modern security protocols, best practices, and preventative measures can save you and your business from some catastrophic outcomes. Number 5, team building. Oftentimes, the tech part of your business can be isolated from the rest of the organization, losing touch on what's going on, and never really having the impact that it should. A good CTO is going to sit across the entire organization and make sure that your tech is integrated seamlessly throughout the business to make sure that these systems are meeting your objectives and actually doing what you intended them to do within your organization. Number 6, innovation. The technology landscape out there is rapidly changing. There are constantly new technologies coming out, legacy systems being grandfathered, not to mention all the ones in between that you never know what's going to happen with. Having an innovative CTO in place is going to allow you to stay ahead of the competition by knowing which of these systems to back and which of those are going to have the biggest impact on you and your business. Number 7, insight. We've all heard the saying that data is the new oil. But if you looked at your organization right now, how much of your own data are you really farming, analyzing, and using to understand and make data-driven decisions? More often than not, the answer is not enough, or not at all. And this is where a great CTO comes in. A great CTO is going to be sitting across your data to understand exactly what areas to be measuring, and diving into those measurements to understand how to leverage them to further increase your business goals. So regardless of whether you think of yourself as a tech business or not, just sit down, take a moment to think about how many pieces of software are really involved in your day-to-day operation, and think about what would happen if those systems stop working effectively. Oftentimes, when you sit down and really think about it, you'll be able to identify a few critical systems that could have a massive impact on your business if they weren't to work properly. And now you should have a really clear picture on what a CTO should be doing for you and your business.